Hi, I'm Mark Rothman, Progress Coach, and if you're feeling stuck, if you're not making progress in any area of your life, let's talk. Now in this video, we're gonna have a little bit of fun. We're gonna do something a little different today. We're gonna look at my 6 favorite Lego projects. You can probably see some of them in this cabinet behind me. But we're gonna go through each one and stick around to the end because there's gonna be a really cool sequence where you see my favorite Lego literally come together before your eyes. So let's go. So just a quick thought before we get into the top 6 Legos. Why do this? Why do grown men play with toys? Because it's fun. And we're allowed to have fun. Now, you may watch this video and be like, wow, Mark is really geeking out here. But we all find our fun in our own ways. And I encourage you to find it in yours, whatever that takes. It's a critical domain. It gives energy and flavor to all the other 9 domains of our lives. So find your fun. For me, Legos is a big part of it. And let's go take a look at them. All right, so I'm really excited to show you all my favorite Lego pieces. There's a lot of reasons why these are exciting for me, and they kind of break down into 2 groups. There's the Lego architecture and there's the Lego space. And then the last one, which is a little bit different than all of those. But, and we'll get to that, so stick around for it. All right, so the first one is actually one of the first ones that I got. It may have been the first one. And I think one of the reasons these are all so important to me is because they're all gifts. And that really makes them special, you know, for my family, for my wife. So this is Falling Water, Frank Lloyd Wright structure. And I learned about it in college. It's an amazing integration of a building with nature. And in the real one, you know, all these little green Lego trees are actual trees that the building is in and amongst. The river is kind of passing in front of the property. And Lego does a really good job of capturing that sort of integration. One of the things that's really cool about this is it's modular and it can kind of come apart. So you can kind of take the roof off the atrium. This patio area slides out. You can take the roof off here, see how it's designed inside. And then of course it all fits back together and you just put it back. So that's number 6 in my top 6 Lego projects. Let's move on to number 5. We're going to stay in the building theme, and this is actually my newest addition. It's the Empire State Building. And this one's just fun because it was a lot of really interesting pieces to put together. One of the things that's really cool about Lego is they work really hard to maintain the internal structures of the original building. So you don't really see it here, and it doesn't come apart like the way the Frank Lloyd Wright building does. But there was an attempt Lego made to maintain like a model of the escalators inside the Empire State Building that bring people from below ground to above ground. So that's actually inside the building, and you only get to know that when you've built it. The other thing is that this is a great childhood memory. I was born in New York, and I didn't go to the top of the Empire State Building until I was like 11. I was 5 when I left the city, and I went back on a visit. But obviously it's an iconic building, and it stayed with me in college. My first dorm room when I was a freshman, I went to college in New York. I could see the top from my dorm room, and it was lit up with different colors, different nights. So this is a very evocative memory for me. It was a lot of fun putting it together. That's number 5 in my Lego countdown. Now we're moving into number 4, the space Legos. And obviously, what is not cool about a model of the lunar lander? One of the other things that Lego works really hard on doing is recreating as many details of the original object as possible. So you've got these amazing reflectors that I assume were radar broadcasters. You've got a camera coming off here. You've got the legs. Of course, you can lift this off, and you can reenact the landing, which is pretty cool. You've got Neil Armstrong coming down the ladder and his other astronaut behind him, the American flag. One of the other cool things about the lunar lander is that the return module actually separates and blasts off just as the real one did. This was a really important part of my childhood as well. I was 6 years old when Neil Armstrong landed on the moon. and watched it on TV, and it was an amazing thing to be able to recreate it in my living room through Lego. So that's number 4 on my Lego countdown. All right, let's take a look at number 3 on my Lego countdown. So the space shuttle is really cool for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's fully interactive, so you can separate it from the solid rocket booster. So the next cool thing is, as part of its interactivity, you can open up the solar array, bring it up towards the sun, and let the solar panels come out to generate the electricity that you need to run the full space shuttle. So you've got these wheels you can bring down in the front and in the back, and you can bring it in for landing. So great way for a grown man to be a little bit of a 5-year-old once again. The other thing that's really powerful about this is the memories I have building it. I built it with my youngest son. So it was a great project we did together. And by the way, preview of coming attractions, that's one of the fun things about my number 1 Lego piece as well, is building it with somebody else. My number 2 favorite Lego piece is probably one that most people are going to say, like, dude, that is got to be your number 1. As with all the Lego pieces, it's completely modular. So you can break off the rocket booster, and now you're left just with the capsule going out into space. So this is number 2. It was something that I saw in a store, and I said, gotta build that. My wife was good enough to buy it for me and put it away, because Lego makes these on a limited basis, so they disappear. Like, I didn't buy the Statue of Liberty, one of Lego's one of their best known pieces when it first came out, and now it's thousands of dollars to buy it if you even can find it. So it was a great opportunity to get it, put it together, build it. Took me countless hours, enjoyed every minute of it, and it's a great model, adding to my multiple models in my little display cabinet. Which leaves us now to go to our first favorite Lego model. Let's do it.
It's time for number 1. This is it. Here it comes, number 1.
All right, that's our Lego train. Number 1 favorite Lego. Fun to build, fun to play with. Lots of fun little parts. Like there's a little driver here.
Here, I'll pause it once it gets.
Yeah, pause it, let it bring it around. A little driver in here. This is the dining car, including a lady serving in the dining car. And there's one back there too.
This one's a passenger.
And then there's the passenger car. All right, that is our train. So this is my Lego project number 1 of my top 6, the train. I'm very grateful to Gray, my partner in crime, for helping me build this. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. If you like this, check out some of my other videos. Follow me on Instagram at Mark Progress Coach, Facebook, Mark Rothman Progress Coach, and leave your comments. And please don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one.